and my pool of loafers. Bella Barbie love the, yeah. In my polo. Okay. You can catch me scheming in my polo loafers. What you saying? Polo loafers.
Can I be smoking in this video? Not really, right? Yeah? Alright. Cool.
I wish everybody smoked. You really? Sam fucked it all up because like I would have wanted to smoke mine on the video, but I thought he was gonna be all like nah with the shit, and so
Don't bother me, bro.
it's chill. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Toeknee Tee. Diamond's over there chilling on the ground. Bring your bitch ass over here. Here come. I'm with my man, the legend himself, Sam Ingram. We're at the legendary Daggers Barbershop here in Nijmegen. That's how you say it for y'all in America, Nijmegen. It took me like 3 years to get it down packed, but that's how you say it. But yes, we's here. How you feeling, my boy? How you feeling?
Feeling fantastic, man. How you doing?
I'm cold, chilling, man. It's nice. It's Monday. It's not a bad day. As you heard, I said we're in Netherlands, but he's actually English, and that's why he talks like that. They don't all sound like that. They don't all sound proper as fuck. But we're with my man. So I brought you here today to talk about entrepreneurship, and
Cool.
As I'll show you guys some scenes later, we're in a barbershop that my homie owns. How long you been doing this? How long have you been running Daggers here?
I started Daggers 3 years ago, man.
Okay, true. And before that, were you already in the Netherlands, or did you move here directly from England and just started up Daggers?
Basically, no. I moved here about 7 years ago.
Okay.
Following someone I met on my travels.
Cool.
She came to study in England for a small time, and then we both moved here together 7 years ago.
Nice.
And then, in the 4 years 4 years before I started the barbershop, I was working in Amsterdam. I worked in
As a barber.
as a barber
Okay,
in the barbershop. Also in Germany, in Cologne.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked from home for a while, and that's when I
Trap.
You know, exactly right. And that's where the savings came, man.
Okay.
Keeping the costs low, saving up, and then we went forward with
Did
the
you
shop.
get your barber skills here or in the UK, I presume, because you came over here barbering already. So did you barber in the UK at all before?
Yeah, kind of. I've been cutting hair for about 13 years.
Oh, okay. So you're a straight vet in the game.
Straight vet in the game. But I was cutting women's hair as well.
Okay. I heard that's where all the market is. Like in America, especially with black women's hair, weave and shit, bro. They have $1,000 weaves and shit.
Yeah, I can't weave though. I can't weave though. But nah, man. I basically started with women's, and then when I got really good at that, I started going into men's, and it was a bit more. Men's hair wasn't really like it wasn't super important for a guy to have a good barber then.
Yeah.
And then as that trend changed and barbers were becoming more of a thing, that's when I focused directly on that, man.
Or as we'll say, I'm gonna keep it real. As he's bringing it back, because that's a very good point. Especially like in the black community in America, the barbershop is like a focal point. Like
Absolutely.
that's where young men go to get game, because a lot of them don't have no older guy to talk to. You know.
Yeah, facts.
And
Man.
it's cool. Like you best believe I be getting shit from fucking Sam when I come through. He be telling your boy what's up. But it's cool that like you are bringing back like the community chill vibes of the barbershop. Like you mentioned one time in the past, like I want people to think like I can always stop by the barbershop. And, hold on, dog hoe attack. There he is. But anyway, so you came here already barbering in. Is this your first time ever being? Hold on, we need the spray bottle. Yost,
where's the spray bottle? Spray bottle?
Yost. In your face. It doesn't matter. He won't know the difference.
Mac?
Bam. Thank you. All right. So is this like your first time being an entrepreneur though? Like, is your family entrepreneurs? Like,
Yeah, man. So my father is. He started his own cleaning company when he was like 18.
Okay.
And that was just simple stuff, houses, windows of old ladies and stuff like that.
So that's like it's been in your blood, like like
For sure.
You're not trying to be nobody's worker, like.
Nah, I've done that, but I don't know, man. I kind of saw my dad cutting his own path, and he went from like the small stuff to now cleaning like he's got like a team of 50, cleaning like labs, museums, all kind of like delicate areas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then with that, he went on to the property development, so then he's owning property and so on. So I've kind of seen that growth.
Yep.
And I didn't see.
So you know what it takes to be a boss.
Yeah, man. That's a work in progress.
Okay.
But
okay.
more, I think more in the sense of like I could see his growth, and I kind of knew that was either not possible or achievable over a way longer period of time with having a boss at the same time as well. You know.
Yeah.
So the self-employed thing, it just felt natural, man.
I admire people that go out for the self-employed aspect, because it's like you're taking your destiny in your own hands.
Absolutely.
You know,
Sure.
I think society teaches us that, you know, we should do like one thing for the rest of our lives, which is cool. But like, I think there are different levels to what you can do, you know?
Absolutely, man. And I think as well, when you've been doing it for a certain amount of time, it's natural to get not bored of it, but you start thinking about, right, how's the next 10 years going to look?
Yeah. Yeah.
How can you have all of these little, how do I say that, like branches growing off of what you do? For example, maybe starting your own product line, or teaching how to be a barber, or there's a million things you can do. Even now, hair transplants, man. This is going to be the next big thing over the next 5 years, 100%.
I read something about this just the other day. They said, especially because a lot of guys are going bald.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to like, they're getting their man weaves in, bro. It's ridiculous. Like,
yeah. I see that on Instagram. The man weave.
Well, tell me something. When, you know, before you worked both sides of the coin. You were a worker, now you're a boss. Like, what's something that you were not prepared for as being an entrepreneur?
Taxes.
Taxes?
Taxes and administration of said taxes.
Yep.
I think one thing that I was terrible at that I'm a professional at now is money management.
Okay.
My shit's like crystal clear.
Yeah.
What else was I not? I think how influential your own actions are to a team. And like
that's one thing I have to work on, is like being a better leader.
Yeah.
Because like my mom was in the military, so like I come from like a get it done background. Like, either get it done or you don't.
Yeah.
And one thing I learned in the world, everybody doesn't have like that kind of culture. Everybody doesn't like, you know, have that kind of mentality. So you really gotta like work with people if you want to be effective and like get shit done, get results. So that's cool, man.
Yeah, dude.
How people don't? I'm gonna pretend. Well, yeah, everybody doesn't know about that, because like, how many people do you have working here on the Rego?
We've got 5 barbers. Yeah, including myself. We've got 5 guys, man.
Yep. Shout out Yost in the building right now doing his thizzle.
Yost in the building.
Oh, here we go.
He just needs a lighter, guys. We all just need a lighter, man.
It's like the fucking Dutch thing of the day. That's cool, man. Like, I've been coming to Daggers for, I think it's been like 2 years now. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And it's been good. Like, I've seen, everybody I've seen has stayed since I've been around, so that's nice. How do you deal with the competition? Because it's been popping up lately. There's like a lot of barbers just down the corner and all that shit. It's like, this is the barber section.
True. Yeah, I think. Well,
do you feel like you have a niche?
I do, in kind of the way we. When you look at our branding, I think there's not many. Well, there's no people doing kind of what we are. We have a close link to alternative culture, alternative music.
Yep.
But yeah, how do you deal with the competition? I think that comes more from. It comes more from within, man. And it like. If you've got a boss and other colleagues, how do you deal with the competition at work? You know, you be the best you can be.
Provide a better service.
100%. So it all comes down to yourself at the end of the day, and what people think when they walk out the door. And if it's a negative thing, then the competition has the edge, because they're all offering something else. And
Besides like good conversation, y'all definitely provide a nice atmosphere like that people want to be in. Like if you gotta come and get your hair done, you know, you guys greet you like, hey, how's it going? You got an appointment? Like, would you like a beer? You know, like, what's up? You want to chill? Like, are you good? I think that's important, because one thing about being an entrepreneur is you want your product or your service to stand out, as you said.
Yes.
And so it's got to have that lasting impression. And that's one thing I like to have with our music. Like, I like our shows to have something there that somebody's like, you know what, I got to tell my friends about that shit.
That take-home quality, man.
Exactly, bro. Like, that's one thing. That's the trouble of being an entrepreneur, because or you're finding your way through the saturation.
Yeah, man. That's true. And I also think the same thing as well with like I look closely at a lot of YouTubers and sort of kind of social influencers and what kind of media and what kind of like product they're putting out. And the thing is, when you're original and you're pushing boundaries, that's very good, because obviously you can do something other people aren't doing.
Yeah.
But then when you're looking at, like, again, the future game, what you're going to do, you're always going to be setting that bar higher for yourself.
So you're always trying to outdo yourself?
Well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, at the same, like, there's that weird kind of thought complex where if you're not, say, pushing it as hard as last year, are you then thinking, fuck, the competition now has an edge, or we're still the best, but we haven't grown kind of in that area?
Yeah.
So that's, I don't know, I think that's a bit more of a, how'd you say that?
Challenge?
Yeah, but it's more, it's not like tangible. You can't, it's not something you can see or feel, and it doesn't directly reflect in your financial financial side of things. But it's more maybe through what people are saying. Like, for example, you know what we're about, and I haven't sat down and told you and said, yeah, by the way, you need to mention that we're having good conversation, and you feel that.
Exactly. It's just like it's a natural thing. Like that's just what's up.
Yeah, man.
I think I say with music, you can't really write a hit. You can't say this is going to be a hit. It's just gotta, like, people gotta feel that shit, and then when the common consensus comes around, like, you know it.
Yeah, yeah, man. All kind of marketing, from like any kind of business or music artist or whatever you do, you gotta be giving people that kind of emotional value. Like what does it do for you, and what does it say to that person?
I try to, like, build a connection almost. Like, in some way, somebody's got to relate. Like, you know what? I feel this way about this. Like, I rock with how they do things over there.
Yeah.
That type of shit. So, tell me as little or as much as you want. This is your chance. Do you have any new things popping? Any new things planned? Because 2020 is around the corner. You got anything new? Like, anything new for Daggers?
Absolutely, man. But I'm not going to say too much.
Okay, as little or as much as you want.
Okay. No, I think next year I've been thinking about a product line. But that's got to be, it's got to be good enough. And it takes a long time. You can't just put anything out. Yeah. It's got to be a good product.
Especially because it'd be like your first thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting that right for the first time. But that's all kind of, that's all ideas and yeah, writing on paper and stuff.
Oh, what? There'd be some shit. They'd be down there and Daggers Barbershop like, yo, my motherfucking hair caught on fire after I got that Daggers pomade and that shit.
My man weave fell off. Like,
boy,
can't be having it.
Yeah, man, this shit blew off in the wind. Oh my gosh, that'd be the worst ever, boy.
But nah, man. So yeah, that, and then I think just investing more time in new barbers.
Yep.
And seeing where we go, and seeing how I feel with growth as well, because that's another thing I've been thinking about as well. Like, I've got 5 guys in the shop, and I can't get any more guys in the shop. But do I want another barbershop? Do I want to cut hair less and do what I love doing less to then manage a team?
Yeah.
My job title kind of changes then.
Yeah, because then you're running across town trying to figure out what's going on.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just gonna gauge it all on, like, feeling, really.
Yeah.
Money's coming in.
Would you ever monopolize that shit? Be set up with Daggers in the UK?
Don't know.
Are we talking too big?
Well, no. You know what it is? The thing I told you I worked in Germany.
Yeah.
And the hookup for that was there was a guy who I knew in Brighton, my hometown.
Yep. Shout out Brighton.
Worthing, actually.
Ooh.
Going small. But yeah, there's a guy in Brighton, and he had a barbershop called AONO, always outnumbered, never outgunned, it stood for. AONO. And then he got a second barbershop in Cologne, and that's how I knew of the brand, and that's how I even got the job. Cause I said, oh yeah, from Brighton, barber, blah, blah, blah.
They hooked it up. That's what's up.
But I talked to this guy firsthand, and I was kind of interested about it. I said, like, how's the experience been? And unfortunately for him, it had just been headache, because you've really got to split your time between not one shop, not 2 shops, but like 2 shops and your own career and growth. And so there's so much more that goes into it when you put distance in, when distance is involved. Whew. So I don't know, man.
Ryan Air would be your best friend.
That is 100%. Rack up the air miles, man. Flying for fades.
Dude. Well, tell us something, though, because you've been doing this for some time now. What is one of the most rewarding feelings that you get out of being your own?
One of the most rewarding feelings.
Like one of the feelings you like when you're like, you know what, I'm so glad I decided to go into my own business, because, like, like for me, it's creative control. Like, I like being able to put out music whenever I want, containing whatever the fuck I want to say on whoever beat with whoever's singing next to me.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
Yeah, you know what it is? Like, I think for myself, it's kind of the same as what you have. Like, more, you get the, hey, easy.
Mac attack.
You get those moments in the shop. It'll be a random fucking Saturday afternoon, and there'll be that one joke that goes off, and we've all got a fucking beer. And like, there's that moment you think,
And it's a vibe.
I'm getting paid to do this right now. It's fucking sick. But it'd be way more natural to say the best thing ever is when someone says, "Oh, that's the best haircut ever."
Yeah.
But after 13 years, I mean, you do have a lot of people saying that.
Yeah.
And it's not like I take it for granted. I love it. But nah, it's more moments when you're in the shop and you think, yeah, man, like,
This is what I do for a living.
this is my shop, you know?
Yeah.
This is my thing.
That is gangster.
Absolutely.
Well, I think we're gonna about wrap it up. But one last thing, tell all the young folks or all the folks who ain't got no entrepreneur experience something that they need to know. That's like one last little tidbit they need to know if they ever think about being their own boss.
Smoke enough hash after work.
Facts. Snoop Dogg couldn't have said it better. Shit.
He probably say it cooler than I could.
Mr. Sam, I appreciate your time, homeboy.
My man.
Hey, shout out my dog. Plug yourself on your socials. Do that.
Instagram, he who dares wins _
Yep.
And if you want to follow the shop, it's at Daggers Barbershop.
Gots to.
Huh?
You gots to.
You gots to, man. Follow me, check it out. Toeknee Tee, you'll see him, man. Yeah, we're doing it.
Hey, follow y'all later. Out.
Yo.
My baby girl, she with it. Fed up with this shit. You know what I'm talking about. She my muse, I feel fine when she come around.
Oh my.
I'm no saint. I don't need a name, she don't need no praise. Talking about my baby girl, nah. Talking about my baby girl.
Blue dress, Vans keep her flat. Though she is a Dutchie, hella shout.